Essay can start.
Yeah, okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I welcome you all for the joining meeting of Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club and 240th meeting and Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club 757th meeting. Our mission of Toastmasters is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules which we follow in our regular meeting. Please refrain talking about religion, sex, and politics. Put yourselves on mute if you are not speaking and place your mobile in silent or switch off mode to avoid distraction. We encourage you to be well dressed, which is appropriate for your role in meeting. With that, I am handing over the meeting to our presiding officer. Today, our presiding officer is Toastmaster Sweda, an MBA graduate, a passionate learner, and currently serving as the president of Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club, assistant area director before, and club coach of Majestic Chennai Toastmasters Club. She loves to watch movies and explore new things. Let's put your hands together to welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Sweta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jeva, for the warm introduction. Good evening, everyone. What a lovely day. We two clubs are meeting together. So I welcome all the members from Emerging Leaders. Can everyone mute? I welcome all members from Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club and Chennai Wordsmiths Club and open the meeting with a bang opening 758 of Chennai Wordsmiths and meeting number 240 of Emerging Leader Toastmasters Club. What a lovely day, because I was thinking today, like it was like my daughter's school in rainy season. Usually I wait for the getting the message from school that today school won't be there due to weather forecast, and that happens to us today, that we decided to do it online, and then the weather changed. Anjana, I'm making you co-host. Please mute everyone. Okay, so this is, I think, our after joining Chennai Wordsmiths, this is the first meeting I'm going to witness of Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club and Chennai Wordsmiths Club. And I plan to visit many times Emerging Leaders.
It's a prank. Just kidding, Sweta.
Yeah, who is on?
I'm talking to Valarmati. I will ask her to mute because I think whenever we switch it off, she's switching it on again. So I'll speak to Valarmati.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay. So to talk about both the clubs, first I'm going to talk about Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club. Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club is a community club chartered in 2019 and currently functioning in hybrid mode. in Ashok Nagar. And Emerging Leaders Club has been President's Distinguished Club ever since it's founded. So let's have a big round of applause for Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club, and won Golden Gavel Award once. Have an amazing mix of experienced Toastmasters, 3 DTMs, 1 DTM Ashok I can see, and there is mixed crowd of youngsters and experienced members. That is the balance between experienced members and youth. And to talk about Chennai Wordsmiths Club, Chennai Wordsmiths Club is also a community club, third club in Tamil Nadu and second community club. So in District 120. You can see my background. We have 47 members, and we have a different crowd experience members, and we also have 4 DTMs in our club. And we produced many leaders and as well as all speakers in district level, division level. I think last 11 years, our club is the President Distinguished Club and won many awards in last few years. So with this, let's begin our session, and I welcome our special guest, DTM Karthik Mohan Das, to our meeting. And do we have guests? Please introduce yourself. Any guest we have? Naresh, I can see.
Hello, I'm Mohammed Maidin. I'm new guest from Emerging Leaders.
Yeah, please introduce yourself.
Actually, I attended the Emerging Leaders meeting last 2 weeks, and right now, still I'm attending as guest. I finished BE Mechanical Engineering College this year.
Thank you. Welcome to our meeting, and hope you will enjoy. And another guest we have Naresh. Any other guest? Chaitanya, do we have any other guest?
Looking at it, just a second. Priya Vijayan is already a guest right now. She has told. Okay.
No, Priya has joined clubs, right, Priya?
Yes, yes.
This is our
my
first meeting. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Priya Vijayan. I recently browsed the website to join the Toastmasters Club, and I found this emerging leaders club as something which is very close by to my place, which is in Ashok Nagar. So I thought I'll give it a try. And today is the first time I was really looking forward for the meeting. So thank you for adding me into the group. And of course, this is a new experience for me. So I will sometimes, when whatever that you are talking in terms of certain acronyms, I am still able to, identify what it is. But slowly, I think I will be able to get an idea of it. So basically, I'm an educator and I'm also a counselor. I'm also a counseling psychologist. Yeah. And so that's basically my profile.
Thank you, and welcome to Emerging Leader Toastmasters Club and our meeting as well. And good decision.
Thank you, everyone.
You joined Toastmasters, and I hope you will enjoy your Toastmastering journey. Do we have another guest? I can see someone.
Hi all, I'm Satyapriya from Coimbatore Speakers Forum. Happy to join in this joint meeting. I think I am blessed because of this train. I was able to join the club 2 meetings in Chennai. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And yeah, something happens, then something will good happen. So there is always blessings, and we all are blessed. With this, if there is any guest, can introduce, otherwise we will adopt the agenda. Okay, so let's move on to agenda. So today's Toastmaster of the day will be hosting the session, and today's Toastmaster of the day is someone special who is by profession is chartered accountant, and he sent me the introduction like that. Sanjay is a brother for one, son for two, and husband for none. He is way farther away in life to be a father right now, and a proud member of the unsung heroes, so-called men. So with this, I would like to hand over control to the proud brother and proud man, Toastmaster Sanjay, to hand over control to Sanjay.
Thank you, Shweta. Thank you for that wonderful intro of yours. Shweta is someone who is so energetic in the club that she's like the kid in the every house. She's the one who keeps the club totally in energy. So I would like to address that in this two club meeting. Uh, First, the theme of the day. So the theme of the day is father, brother, husband, and son. It's all about addressing the International Men's Day. So I'd like to question every one of you who know that November month has International Men's Day in it. And can you say when it falls on?
November 19th.
Okay. Okay. I know many people have forgotten that. So that's what the theme is all about. So, today's theme is all about the souls that are left unnoticed, the souls whose work is considered to be like a duty rather than an effort to make a living. These souls are nothing but we are the so-called men's, and today's theme is all about the addressing International Men's Day, which happened very recently this month. So people can even find Atipati in the map, but they can't find International Men's Day on the calendar. So that's how we are ignored, and we need some men's group to men's reservations to to make this a big thing. And moving on to the word of the day, it's the disparity. I guess Siren has chosen word of the day especially for this kind of theme. Disparity means differently, especially one that is caused by an unfair treatment. So Siren must have got some insights from the theme, I guess. So anyone who uses the word of the day and who uses speech of the day, theme of the day is welcome. And we'll be encouraging the speakers and the guests to use the word of the day too. And whenever the audience use the word of the day, we'll be clapping with your hands. Or you can, if you are on mute, you can do like this. So any way of interactions we can give for the theme of the day and word of the day that's being used. And let me get on to the flow of the meeting. This meeting will be in three segments. First, the prepare speech, then the table topics and the evaluations. So the prepare speech, for the prepare speech, a general evaluator will be assigned, and general evaluator has three members. It's the tag role members, timers, grammarian, and accounter. So that's how the meeting will be. And I welcome Naresh, Priya, and Satyapriya for this meeting. You landed upon one exclusive meeting where two members are colliding with each other. I missed two things today. The first thing is I wish I met you all in person today in our locality. And the second thing is the samosa and the tea they serve at the end of the meet. I guess you guys all missed that samosa. So let's hop on to our meeting. Let's move on to the first speech, a prepared speech. Before that, I'd like to introduce our general evaluator. So our general evaluator is TM Jeba. So when I asked for her a brief intro, TM Jeba sent me this. She's a friend for her father, sweetest for her mother, audacious for her two brothers, lovable for two sons, and a bolster for her husband. I welcome Jeba for this prepared speech segment. I'll hand over to Jeba to introduce our team members. Over to you, Jeba.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I am going to take general evaluator role. I'm the general evaluator. I conduct the evaluation portion of the meeting. I will be calling on a team to assist me with giving feedback to our speaker, and I will evaluate the meeting as well. So in general evaluation, there are 3 different sessions. The first session is tag role player introduction. Then second part is evaluation of prepared speaker session. And the third session is tag role players report submission session. So now it's the time for tag role players introduction session. So first I would like to call the first tag role player, the timer role, Toastmaster Richard from CWTC. Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club. So Toastmaster Richard is a retired person and he is a financial advisor. Let's put your hands together to welcome our timer roller, Toastmaster Richard.
I hope I'm audible. Good evening. Thank you, Toastmaster Jabba, for that great introduction. So I'll be the timer for the evening. So good evening all. Good evening, my friends, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers and shall keep track of the time used. So on the lower limit, I'll be using the green card where I'll be setting the background as green. And for the intermediate limit, I'll be setting the background as yellow. And for the upper limit, I'll be showing the red card. So for prepared speeches, the lower limit will be 5 minutes, and the intermediate limit will be 6 minutes, and the upper limit will be 7 minutes. And for table topics, the lower limit will be 1 minute. For intermediate limit, it will be 1 minute 30 seconds, and for the upper limit, it will be 2 minutes. So grace time of 30 seconds will be given for all the speakers. At the end of the meeting, I shall present the report. So I wish all the best for all the speakers. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Richard, for your brief introduction. Next of all, I would call the all-counter role, Toastmaster Elil. Toastmaster Elil is from Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club. Is a new member. Let's put together your hands to welcome Toastmaster Elil.
Yes, hello, thank you, Jabba. Good afternoon, all. That I will be monitoring the R-counter script and log in this meeting. The purpose of R-counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. That I will also listen for filler sounds, including and That I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Jabba. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Your roles and responsibility you explained well. Next of all, I would call the grammarian role of this meeting, Toastmaster Ananda from Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Ananda comes with a plethora of experience in the IT industry. He is a writer and translator who is involved in the translating Tamil to English. Let's put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Ananda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jabba, for that very, very beautiful introduction. Good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters from Wordsmiths. as well as emerging leaders, and also a warm welcome to all the honorable guests. Today I'll be playing the role of a grammarian, and I'll be keeping a close watch on the words, the beautiful words, phrases, and the idioms and proverbs that you use. Try to be creative and innovative. I've got an Excel sheet where I'll make a note of it. A part of it, the most important ones, I would share towards the end of the meeting. And then the Excel report, the file will be shared after the meeting gets over. The need for grammar cannot be stressed more. The reason to have the right form of sentences, to frame the sentences the right manner without any grammatical errors or mistakes, is because it's a nice way to communicate. The ones who are reading it or listening to it would be able to easily understand what you're trying to say. And most importantly, that's the right way to do it. So all the best to all the speakers, and enjoy the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anil Kumar. It's a time. Now I hand over the meeting to our Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Jabba, for introducing your team members. A wise man speaks because he has something to say, and a fool speaks because he has to say something. It's a quote by Plato. As for the quote, we'll be moving to the prepared speech where everyone has something to say. So the prepared speech for the first speaker, first speaker is from the Emerging Leaders Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Prisha. Before I call Prisha, I would like to request the evaluator of the speech, Toastmaster Shruti from Chennai Wordsmiths, to read the project objectives.
Hi everyone, very good evening. Today our first speaker for the day, Toastmaster Prisha, is attempting her project, Know Your Sense of Humor. The purpose of this project is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. Timer, please note, the time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. All the very best to the speaker, and over to you, Toastmaster, of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shruti. Before calling Prisha, I would like to introduce her. When I asked for Prisha to introduce herself in a brief manner, this is what she told. She's a BTech Biotechnology graduate student from SRM University. Currently, she's doing her internship in SAP domain. She loves playing basketball and loves cooking. She has an elder brother where they used to call each other by their nicknames, and he calls her Gundu and she calls him Persali. They used to annoy them a lot. Like that's what we all siblings will do, right? We annoy each other till they complain to our mom or dad. Now I like to welcome Prisha for her title, Plan, Plan, Plan. Plan, Plan, Plan. First speaker, Prisha. Over to you, Prisha.
Thank you, TMOD. I'm audible and visible, right?
Are you able to see timer? Or
yeah.
Pin the timer, it will be easy to see.
1 second. Who's the timer?
Richard here.
Richard.
Okay. I couldn't able to pin. That shows only chat.
Richard, can you raise your hands?
I have spotlighted him. Can you see him now, Prisha?
1 second.
If you
I think I'm pinned now.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, done. Karka kasalda katrapin kataway. Karka kasalda katrapin kataway. It was an early morning around 4 a.m. I was hitting my head skull very hard to memorize this Purim, which was Karka kasalada katravai katrapin nirkadarkataga, written by a beloved Thiruvalvar. Why? Because I have my Tamil exam within 4 hours. And suddenly I heard a background voice. Shaktima! It's my mother and it's my nickname. Study girl, you have your exams within 4 hours. I was like, oh God, please kill me. Seeing me suffering, to motivate me, my mother sprinkled some magical words into my ears. Your cousin Mahendran. Ada, Namba Mahendran. got higher marks than you in Tamil D. Don't you feel shame? Mahendran got higher marks than me in Tamil. You know, that envious and guilty feeling got me to hit that head skull very hard to mug up that Guru. I was like, coming. Totally, and finally, I got dressed up and confidently went to write my test. Unfortunately, I failed the test, and so did my mother, who motivated me. What happened? I'll tell you later. Here comes the second scenario. I love having long hair, and I do admire girls having long, thick, silky hair. And I had a best friend named Priyanka. She used to have long hair up to her knee length, and when she braids, her strands look chunky and thick. And I literally admire her. Whenever I try to grow my hair at least to this length or at least to this length, my mother grabs me to the nearby salon and cut my hair short. Not just the fancy haircuts like Dora or Diana haircut. It was literally Attakatti Dinesh boy cut. I hope you guys can understand the Attakatti Dinesh, who was very famous back in 2012 and 2013. And he was very famous for his hairstyle. And to represent myself as a girl, what my mother do is my mother grab all my hair, make it to a Tennamaram ponytail, which was very famous. I think girls can relate to it, Tennamaram hairstyle. And my friends at school used to mock at me, "Hey, Tennamaram, come here. Hey, Tennamaram, go there." Seeing that hairstyle, hearing those mocking words, I literally start to cry. And here comes my mother to motivate me and again sprinkle some magical words into my ears. Your friend Priyanka, Ada, number Priyanka, how come she has such a long hair? Only by doing this hairstyle, please cooperate. I was still hoping one day, and I'm still in hope. As I aforementioned, I love having long hair. To satisfy myself, what I do is, I grab a nearby towel, I wrap it around my head, and I basically clip those edges. Unfortunately, I don't have clip right now. And I manifest myself that I'm having a long hair, and I used to roam inside my house. So yeah, unfortunately, I failed here, and so did my mother, who motivated. So what really happened? I'll tell you. Dear Toastmasters, what really happened here? I was lethargic in both the cases. First, I didn't plan for my test. Basically, we have two Tamil exams, Tamil 1 and Tamil 2. Tamil 1 is all about poems and poetry. Tamil 2 is all about grammars. The exam I studied was Tamil 1, Tamil 2, Tamil 1, which was all about poem. At that day, I had Tamil 2, which was all about grammars. I begged my school teacher. I had a quick glance. I wrote the test and I failed. And comes the second scenario. Though I was very busy in admiring everyone's hair, I failed to maintain my own damn hair. In the end, all I got is, this short and frizzy. So guys, what did I miss here? As title says, planning. And as Vadivela, famous Vadivela says, enna pannalum plan panni pannanum. Plan panama panna ippadidan. What he meant was, anything you do, you have to plan ahead. If you didn't, it ends up bad. At first, I failed to plan my test. I failed to plan my schedule. And in the second scenario, I failed to maintain my hair. So, dear Toastmasters, I request you all to plan ahead, as Vadivela says. Vadivela is a very big motivator when he says the theme, and you have to be alert in every time. Plan ahead and make things easier. Over to TMOD.
Thank you, Prisha, for that wonderful planning session. Even I too have a long hair, and I wish I don't meet your mom. I think every mom wants their kids to be with short hairs, I guess. My mom often complains me of my long hair. And we'll move on to our second speaker, speaker from our home club, Jacob Raj. When I texted him, he went. When I texted him, he didn't reply. Actually, that's how he is. But he's a guy who is like a thug. He's the guy who is like in a French gang who comes up last in the meet, but he'll entertain everyone. I wish that his speech is like that. And before going to the speech, I would like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Tejasvi, for read his speech objectives. Over to you, Tejasvi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Hope I'm audible and visible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good afternoon to the Toastmasters from both emerging leaders as well as Chennai Wordsmiths. And a special good afternoon to my target speaker, Toastmaster Jakob. Toastmaster Jakob is attempting his level 3 elective project from the pathway Dynamic Leadership. The project is connect with your audience. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. And the evaluator has to listen for an unusual or unexpected topic and take note of the member's ability to present the unusual topic in a way that keeps the audience engaged. I wish my target speaker the very best of luck, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Tejasvi. Now let's move on to the speaker 2 of the day, TM Yakap Raj. His title of the speech is A Day in My Office. A Day in My Office, Yakap Raj. Over to you.
How many of you like your childhood? Just raise your hands. How many of you like your adulthood right now? Raise your hands. Okay. It means in childhood, especially in my school days, I wake up at 6:30. I get ready. I eat my breakfast. I put my shoes, take my bag, and say Tata to my mom and go to my school. Those life is so beautiful, so elegant, and looking like a wow. And in my adulthood right now, every day I wake up at 6:30. I'm getting ready. I eat my breakfast. I put my shoes, take my bag, and I say Tata to my mom and wife. I go to my office. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, you know why I didn't reply your message after hearing my speech. If someone asked my life how it's going, I said it is great. Everybody has an memorable moment in your life, right? I have such memorable moment in my life, which is there are 15 traffic signals between my home and my office. And one day, the entire 15 signals is green. See, 2 years back, my normal commute time is 30 minutes. Now it is 1.5 hours. The day it turns all the traffic signal green, I reach my office is 25 minutes. It is like an 10th wonder of the world, maybe 11th wonder of the world. I enjoyed the day. I reach my office, I put my bag and I sat down and I take my laptop and I need to conduct a meeting. I need to conduct a meeting with the agenda of the meeting. I put a mail to the different departments in the company and then said, this is the meeting and this is the agenda. We need to finalize this meeting. And I put all the members in the CC and pressed send. And within the next minute, a colleague came to my place and said, when will be the meeting? I said, I don't know. It is in the mail. And, what is the agenda of the meeting? I don't know. It is in the mail. How long it will be the meeting? I don't know. It is in the mail. And what else do you know? I know there is a meeting. See, the email is invented for this kind of guys to avoid all this nonsense. But he keeps bothering me every time I put the mail. And it happens, and he left. You have a colleague, your dear friend in your office, right? Whenever the clock strikes 11, you in the chat he messaged you saying that coffee ? Right? If you didn't reply within the 1 minute, he said an emoji of coffee and ? Send again. If you didn't reply within the 1 minute, and he comes to your place with a half-liter coffee mug with his hand and says, shall we go for the coffee? Coffee is like an workplace alcohol, right? My friend is an addicted to coffee. I need coffee. I need coffee. I need coffee. I can't work without coffee, right? We go to the cafeteria. Cafeteria is the place where the most of the work happens, not in the your place. It is happen in the cafeteria, and the most of the work is gossiping. And you know what? There is a new CMO in the office. You know what? This guy is putting the papers. You know what? This guy got the appraisal. This all kind of gossiping is happening in the cafeteria. And during your coffee breaks and lunch breaks, it is usually happens. And after the break, my manager usually message me to get the update of the day of the project is going on. I admire my manager because he is so much hardworking, so admirable. Uh, he is a person who always get the credit of others' work. He always use the method called copy and paste, where I'll update him, sir, for this project, this happened, this, and this. He entirely copied the content, which copied what I said, and he goes to his boss and said, sir, this happened, this, and this. And at the moment, I so admired my manager, I want to be a manager. And every day he is doing this, and the past 3 quarters he is doing that. He is get the best performer award from the company, and I want to be manager on that. Another bizarre thing is happening in my company is that we have a restroom, a single restroom with a single door and a single handle. At the end, I went to the restroom. At the end, I washing my hands. I saw a colleague went inside and goes back within 30 seconds. And I'm looking at my hands. And see, my problem is not this guy doesn't wash your hands. My problem is my office has one restroom, one door, which is one handle. This is a true story. And I saw this and I don't know how to open this door. And I literally stand behind the door and someone opened the door from the other side. I slid away. It happened. And at the end of the day, usually at the majorly I sign out at 6 to 6:30. My mom, I pray the God to my manager won't call at that time, but he exactly calls at 6:30, 6:10, and gives the works of around 4 days of works need to complete it within 1 hour. I said, sir, I'll finish it in the next tomorrow in the first thing in the morning. But he turns into Tony Robbins and convinced me to do the work. Within 20 minutes, my wife calls in the other end and asks, where are you? I'm in the office. When you leave? See, one person wants to sit me in the office and one person wants to leave me in the office. I need to delicately balance this both. I somehow managed in my office and came, signed out and came to the road. I standed in the road. See, the 15 signals which was green in the morning is red, totally red now. I was standing middle of the road. Standing in the traffic is the best place to think. You think a lot what is going in your life. Through that, I travel 2 hours to my home. I eat my dinner. I go to bed, and I have two thoughts: what I'm going to do and why I'm here. Between two thoughts, I sleep. And this is my typical day. At the end, every morning, I wake up at 6:30. I get ready. I eat my breakfast. I put my shoes and take my bag, and I say Tata to my mom, my wife. If someone asks, how's your life? I say, it is great. Over to you, Timothy.
Your speech was just like a wow, Jacob. Yeah. We all travel in the same boat, I guess. We from childhood to adulthood, the transition is simply just what you explained in a most dramatic manner. That's what actual reality is. And even I too hate traffics in Chennai nowadays. But the only difference is I attend meeting in traffics. I start meeting in traffics and I'll attend it in the online without showing my face, and then I'll manage somehow to reach the office on time. So that's how I'll do the multitasking by driving and attending on my earphones. Something to add on your list, I guess. And to be frank, the childhood to adulthood is such a thing that the only difference is the innocence is gone. in childhood we will all be the innocent kid, and in adulthood we are exposed to more things, and we'll be seeing different perspectives of ourselves, and that's what I think the only difference that makes, because the things we experience now is already present in back then, and but we are just ignorant of those. Our whole world is our school, and our whole police system is our mom and dad. That's what I think our childhood is all about. Next, we'll move on to an interesting session, developing a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. That's what all about the education session is all about. And for this, I'd like to call our special guest, DTM Karthik. When I asked him for his intro, he sent me this. He's officially upgraded his relationship status to happily married with the incredible woman who manages to make home feel like the coziest place on earth. We navigate the complexities of deciding what to watch on Prime, surviving my attempts at cooking, and trying to remember those attires she wore or purchased for special occasions. Lucky guy to remember dates of anniversary and birthday. It's a journey filled with love, laughter, and occasional debate about the proper way parent the two little ones. Cheers to my partner in crime, my confidential, and the one who always knows where I left my keys. Yours, the dream life for me. I welcome Karthik, DTM Karthik, to carry on this wonderful education session. Over to you, Karthik.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. Be grateful. It will be a dream life always.
Yeah, sure. And
Thank
luckily
you
it's
so much.
raining.
Is it? I was
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
oh my God, when you guys say we'll have online meeting, and it was sunny. During lunch I went out and it was
Yeah.
sunny. Okay. So just a quick check. I want 5 people to turn on the camera so that the entire screen I see people. So Priya, I'm sure you would have dried your hair, and Chaitanya, I'm sure you would have connected to the battery. Okay, superb. I see the entire screen of people. Okay, now I can relate to people. I don't feel like I'm addressing the empty chairs. So I relate to people. Okay, good. Thank you so much, Priya. You're getting ready. Okay, appreciate it. Okay, how many of you are new Toastmaster? I don't know what is ISC. In the chat window, if you can say me or raise your hands. ISC, you don't know, Sanjay, what is ISC?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Oh, Siran, okay. One, two. A lot of people don't know what is ISC. Jacob, you know, okay, participated. Wow, good. I know Ashok would have participated all the contest. Okay. Okay, cool. So international speech contest is all about coming and delivering messages. Gyan. He'll come and give gyan to people. And those gyans already we know, but we don't do it. That is what matters. Like for example, if somebody, consider Prisha comes and delivers a speech. Power of now. You need to listen. If you listen, pay attention, people will love you. And finally, she asks, who's the timer today? How contradicting it will be. So that is what happens in Toastmasters. So first of all, when you come on stage, you need to deliver speeches, which is your second nature, part of your DNA. If you come and deliver, you have to be confident. When you come on stage, hey, confidence matters, enthusiasm matters. In 5 to 7 minutes, you can deliver that confidence and enthusiasm. When you go out of the stage, you will not do that. And somebody delivers speech about gratitude. You need to be blessed. You need to count your blessings is what makes you feel peaceful, happy, all that you deliver in the speech. And then you come and eat lunch in the conference and say, what these guys are serving, they're getting 3,500 rupees. Buggers, why don't they give good lunch? So you deliver something and you do something, there will be complete disparity between what you do and what you deliver. When you want to participate in international speech contest, select something which is your second nature. There are a lot of people deliver speeches. I really admire them because it matches by the delivery of the speech, what they walk the talk. It is all about walk the talk. Then you will have that conviction and grit to deliver the speech. This is number one. When you want to deliver international speech contest, every 6 months we'll have the international speech contest. Now, I think division conference completed. Which division you guys part of? Like Wordsmith and
E. B.
both are division B or division B completed. As soon as the division conference is done, I am sure you guys are already started preparing for international speech contest. So planning, as Prisha mentioned, no, people have started already plan. We'll plan now. This month, Karthik will be delivering. Next month, Jayan will be coming, and after that month, Sridhar will be delivering education session on international speech contest. At the fifth month, everybody is ready with the script, and we'll from these two clubs, we'll have winner in division conference, right? So that is the plan. Very well planned here. Super nice. I really love it. Okay. So it has to be second nature. From now on, if you start preparing, it will be your second nature. And when you decide it is your second nature, maybe your second nature, consider you always talk about diversity or sustainability or economic empowerment. So all that you speak, it is like thinking like Kamal Hassan, and you deliver the speech like Kamal Hassan, people will not relate to you. Sustainability, empowerment, economic empowerment, all that people will not relate. You need, maybe even if you have concepts, complex concepts like Kamala Hassan, and you have to deliver like Countermoney, people has to relate immediately. Maybe simple topics like power of kindness, joy of simple things, and gratitude, or being confident, enthusiasm, or love. So these are all simple concepts. You go and deliver, people, everybody will relate. Simplicity matters when you deliver a theme, right? Number one, it has to be a second nature and pick something simple to you. And I said decode ISC. Okay. Maybe in 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we'll do D, and code we'll do it later when you have, I think, 5 months of time is there, no? We'll have one more session, in-person session, 30-minute session. We'll do that coding at that point. We'll do D now. Okay. And okay. And when you decided the content, maybe 5 years or now it has become light. I recently I participated in international speech contest, and most of the speeches are very light. I really loved it. Maybe 5 years, 4 years before, when you go and participate in international speech contest, no, people will come and deliver speeches, accidents, and somebody is suffering with cancer, and I lost my father. I had a financial downturn, and then I come back, bounced back. So all that, people will make you cry. So you don't have to do that. How many of you witnessed those kind of speeches? Who's been more than 5 years old? Oh, Sanjay, you saw the speech. You don't know what is international speech contest, and you saw those
No.
speeches in ISC.
Yeah, I've seen the personal speeches.
Okay. So Priyank, you were just a guest, right? Or Toastmaster? Oh, I recall. Okay, I see you. Okay, I recall you. I remember. Now I remember who is this.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So a lot of people will come and do this. Killing, hospitalized, and financial loss. So leave all that. Pretty simple. You don't have to do the daily basis. You have a journal. This is one thought process. 10 minutes of your time at the end of the day, when you come, write a journal. Okay. And you will get concepts, simple concepts like Jacob delivered, no? Signal, 15 greens are there, and you are really comfortable. And that can be an international speech. How your red can be a green in your life. All the reds can be green. You need to take a U-turn. One of the famous speech by Mahatria. All you need to do is take a U-turn. You don't have to complain about the world. All you need to do is change the person in you. Everything will become beautiful. That's all. Jacob, you have a wonderful speech. Everything you see as red and it has to turn green. All you need to do is the way you see things has to change. That's it. Simple concept you have ready. You bring small fights you have with your wife, bring it as a story and deliver the speech. That's it. Everyone will relate and they will connect to you. Got it? Any questions so far? Any questions in this? Also, it has
Karthik,
to be one second.
uh,
It has to be a second nature and it has to be simple and you don't have to kill someone. Don't think of complex things. Be simple. Day to day things which is happening in your life, deliver the international speech contest. Yes, who is that? Who has thrown the question?
I'm so sorry, Karthik. I didn't let you complete. So I have one quick question, Karthik. You're saying that we can take the everyday incidences, right? But there is also, as you rightly pointed out, a measure of gravitas because we are supposed to deliver a message in the end, and that carries a weightage. So how do you balance saying something light and delivering a message?
Who is asking this question? Not saying.
Srividya.
Yeah, Srividya. Okay. Okay. Srividya, why you think you cannot deliver the message when day to day life?
No, I'm asking if you are evaluating, or how do you say that it is serious enough for an ISC? Because you're supposed to deliver a message, but it can't be a flippant message. That's my doubt.
Okay, you were there in the division conference, right? When I delivered the speech. My speech
Yes.
is pretty simple. Somebody goes to a restaurant and takes extra spoon of the mouth freshener. That's it. And somebody goes and stays in a hotel and takes all the complimentary they give, right? All that you carry. That's it. That is what I had in my speech. There is nothing complex. That's what I had in my.
Okay.
Does that connect to you? You were there in the conference, right? You were sitting there and to my left when I delivering you. I saw you.
Oh, wow.
And so it doesn't mean that it has to be complex or you need to do if day to day life, whatever you do, there is a lesson in you. There is a lesson in for you and you can deliver that as a message. That will have a connect and that will have an impact. For example, 5 to 7 minutes, judges has to feel and connect. They don't have the liberty of time, right? And you should not go and deliver speeches like, Hola, in a view, humble vaudevillian veteran cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of vox populi, now vacant and vanished. However, this will people will not connect. It has to be simple. 5 to 7 minutes. People after that, see, when you are placed number two, see, for example, now you are feeling, no, I'm number two on international speech contest last year. And after the judges will think, what Karthik has delivered? Why I placed him in number two? Right? That happens after the conference. I don't mind. But 5 to 7 minutes, everybody in the audience has to connect with you. That is the success of a speaker. That is the success of a speaker. You have to connect as soon as you go on stage. 7 minutes, yes, to see everybody has to feel, Amala, whatever he says right now. That's it. That agreement has to be there. For that, if it is day-to-day event, everybody will agree.
Agreed. Thank you, Karthik. Thanks a lot.
And you can pull out a message. No, it is not complex. You can pull out a message. If you have a story, consider I have this journal, and every day I write about my introspection every day, 365 days. And can I not pick two things in my life and deliver a speech? Is it really possible? Yes, it is possible. Absolutely possible. Okay. And I sent one speech in the group, and I think group has got all I think organizing members of this conference. Maybe they should have forwarded in both the official groups. You saw the speech, right? That is one of my favorite speech. One of my favorite speeches. Prasian Vasilov's. How many of you saw that for the first time? Registry first time. How many of you did not see it? I have to see it. Oh, there is some speech you sent. How many of you are there? A lot of hands going up. So, okay, Ashok, you would have saw. I am sure you would have seen the speech. This question is now: I threw a lot of questions. People are answering for every question. How many of you have not seen that speech yet in the group? Now, okay. Anand have not seen the speech. Chaitanya, okay. Madhumita, Nandagopal, okay. After Sanjay, you have not seen the speech?
I plan to see it at the end of the
And
day when I write my
hey, then
journal.
you should not expect why Jacob is not sending intro to you, man.
When I write my journal, I'll plan to see this at the end of the day.
And you tease him like thug guy. He's a thug guy. Huh? Okay, good. Go and watch that speech. The speech has got simple element. Okay, simple, pretty simple. Somebody parks the car in the slope and is trying to change the tire. And what is the consequences he face? Just a single day event, single night event. That's it. And he brings a message: reach out, reach out. That's it. Maybe you as Srividya asked that question. No, go watch that speech. Does that make sense? That is what speeches are all about. You don't have to do reinvent wheel, or you have to go and find stories. Okay. Maybe a lot of people are in Gyan mode, I believe. Okay, let's have some question answer session. Let's not wait for the last 10 minutes. Okay, any questions? Yes, Shweta.
Yeah, my question is, we have so many thoughts and ideas. The problem comes in structuring those ideas to 5 to 7 minutes speech. And when it comes to message, then it's stucking in my mind that how to what message should I give, because there will be maybe 4 or 5 messages in one speech. So how to structure that thing?
There has to be one message. Maybe you can have multiple stories, but message has to be only one. Not 4 or 5 messages in the story. Only one message. Message has to be only one message. But you can have 2 to 3 stories, not 5 stories, 2 to 3 stories. Message has to be only one.
Okay.
Okay. Your question is how to structure it. Am I right? You need to re-edit, re-edit, and you need to practice. When you practice that speech, you have to feel this will have a connect. And even after you don't have the connect, reach out to your mentors. Mentors, you need to have multiple mentors for ISC. Even not ISC, everywhere you need to have multiple mentors. I'll tell you one quick example. When 2014 timeframe, I participated, 13 timeframe, I participated in international speech contest for the first time, and I delivered the speech. My speech is magic pill. Find your magic pill. That's what the speech is all about. 4.5 minutes. I did not reveal what is that magic pill. I speak, and everybody wanted to know what is that magic pill. What is that magic pill? What is that magic pill? And after 4.5 minutes, I revealed you need to have a support system in your life so that you'll grow. Somebody has to be there for you. You need to reach out to the support system. And after I revealed, I gave Gyan. Everybody in this room has got problem. Everybody outside this room has got some problem. Everybody in this world has got problem. And one lady, I don't know who is she. She is a guest in Bank of America Toastmasters Club. And she came to me and said one feedback. Until you reveal what is that magic pill, I was curious. After you said this is the magic pill, I'm not at all interested in your message. So what you do, you don't reveal till the end. Maybe last 30 seconds you'd reveal. So that's what simple suggestion made a difference. Okay, structuring, you will have one perspective. You prepare it, and after that, reach out to people. Small feedback will make a difference in your speech. Okay, and ISE is like penance. It will not happen quickly. It is a penance. You sit in the penance. It will strike that bulb moment will happen. Okay. Maybe, for example, somebody would deliver a world-class speech. Okay. And they will not be placed in area contest. Because I said, no, it is a penance. That message on that day, it has to come and strike. Yes, go ahead, Arunmoli, throw your question. We can give it to your Raditya as soon as you ask this question. Yeah.
Sorry. Karthik, one question from me is, what if you have multiple thoughts? Which one how do you, one is when you don't have enough ideas. When you have too many ideas, which are the ideas that you will prioritize, or which are the ideas that you will take over and make it into a speech?
Okay. My simple suggestion for this, right? When we go and write the script, when we write the script, let me put it this way: you want to reduce your weight. Okay, consider you want to reduce your weight. You go and ask suggestion to your friend, or your friend is asking suggestion to you. Hey, give me some suggestion. How do I reduce weight? You will give lot of ideas. Hey, hit the bed before 9:30, man. 9:30, 10 o'clock. Don't see your metabolism has to change, and don't eat food after 7:30, and do exercise every day. All that ideas will give, and we'll not be able to do it, right? So that is what matters. When you have lot of ideas in your head, okay, consider that as somebody asking you this question, somebody asking this question to you. Don't think from the same head mindset of Arunmali. Somebody, Karthik comes and asks you this question. Hey, Arunmali, I have this 5 thoughts in my thing. Which one do you think you will suggest? And if you see it from this side and give a suggestion, and you will pick right one. If you have in your hand, what is that I have to do? Oh my God, it will not come to you. If somebody comes and asks question, and you will have a lot of ideas to give. So change that and ask yourself from the different person's shoe, and you will have pick the right one, or reach out to people. See, you should not go with 10 ideas to your mentor and which one to pick. That is not a right thing. Okay. And even you should not go and tell, hey, this is my theme. Can you give some more ideas? No. You need to be very cautious when you reach out to your mentor. They will not have time. There are a lot of people will be reaching out to the mentors. Okay. A lot of people will be disturbing, and they will have their own personal life. They will have their own priorities, professional life. They have to balance all that, right? All you need to do is, I have selected 2 things. Which one do you think will work? That is what you need to go to your mentor. For that, you need to do some homework. Like as I mentioned, you play the role of your friend. Role play. Do the role play. And your friend has 5 theme, and he is coming to you. Visualize yourself and sitting, and somebody is coming and asking this. Karthik and asking, coming and asking, hey, Arunmali, I have this concept about gratitude, about simplicity in life, and kindness. Which one I can pick? And even if you pick that, for this you will have some stories, which will have wonderful story for kindness. For gratitude,
Karthik, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
If I had come and asked you the same topics, how would you choose between gratitude?
Okay.
Between gratitude, kindness, or procrastination? And
you're throwing a lot of things to your mentor. Ask only 2. Which 2 you?
No. See, if I have these 5 things in my bandwidth, and I'm coming to you and asking you, you are my mentor now.
Okay,
So
cool. I'll ask you what are all stories you have.
Okay. Associated
And then,
stories with each of the topics.
Yeah. What are all stories you have? If the stories are simple, and see, any story can be built connected to the message. If you have story, that story can have 2 or 3 messages woven to it. Okay. You don't have to wait for the message. All I will look for is first story. If you think message and build a story, you will not find. All I would suggest is have stories, lot of stories. From that story, you bring a message. That's it. Okay. Yeah, Sanjay. How much time I have, Richard?
So maybe
Green.
last
We are
1
in
minute.
green. Last
Yes,
1 minute.
yes.
You're still in green,
Yes.
man. 25 is
Yes,
yellow.
actually.
30 is red.
So as per the agenda, the 5:03 is the ending time. Maybe 1 minute you can take as a grace time. Yes.
Okay. 20, 25, 30 I saw. Being financial advisor, be sure with numbers, man.
Karthik,
Yes,
I
sir,
have
for sure.
one doubt. I'll just
Yeah, Sanjay. We'll finish with
yeah,
your
I'll
question.
just make it quick. Yeah. So as you told that, okay, I'll make the state like our memories depends on the amount of effect the incidents happen to us, And this we learn lessons through painful moments. And when we make a story out of the painful moment, I don't want it to be like a wailing, like I don't
Stop,
want
stop,
to be
stop,
like
stop, stop,
lamenting.
stop, stop,
Yes.
stop, stop. Life is all about celebration. We have to create deep positive emotions. Your painful
Okay.
moment has to be shallow. Okay. For example, if I ask you, how are you? If you're not well, okay, you have to say, hey, I'm good, man. I'll be back. That's it. One single word you have to say. Hey, rain, you're cold, you headache, man. It is not at all changing. Then you will suffer painful moments. If you
That-
have, imagine
Hmm.
this guy, Usain Bolt. He completes his 100 meters. And then why he is running that victory lap and comes and says this? Why he does that? He celebrates. For you,
Yes.
small moments, whatever you see, celebrate it. And remember that you can deliver that as a speech.
Yeah, that's what my doubt is all about. My doubt is about I should not be looking like I'm wailing out the story.
Something
I should
positive,
make
say
it
it 5
funny.
times. This is also Magatriya's message. Something positive, say
Okay.
5 times. Something negative, say 1 time.
Okay.
Say positive 5 times again and again. That can be a message.
No, I thought about making it like a bad story, like a sad story into a funny story. We can say
Yeah, you
in
can do
different
it.
perspectives, right?
You can
So
do
that's
it.
what
You
I'm
can,
asking. Can we
you can
make
do
it,
it.
change it into a
Yes.
funny story?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
That's my
Okay.
doubt.
Just the last message, maybe Sanjay, we can connect it.
Yeah.
Richard, 1 more minute I'll take, only 1 minute. Okay.
Yes, sure,
On the
sure. Go
code,
ahead.
on the code part, right? Code is very important with respect to delivery. I'll tell this one message and then we'll close the session. Okay. When it comes to delivery, right? We always practice. And when you start practicing, it becomes mechanical. You will be robotic. Okay. All I want you to do is you will have a script. In your script, in the bracket, you add what is the emotion you want to connect. The emotion may be frustration, the emotion may be happiness, the emotion may be kindness. So what is the message you want to do it? Okay. Have that. And when you finalize, this is your practice, maybe after 25 times, 30 times, this is your final script. Record that voice and listen to it. Close your eyes. You know what is the emotion you want to connect and visualize yourself. When you practice along with visualization, you will have that emotion in your delivery. Okay. Maybe this we will discuss in detail later point of time when we have time. But don't practice only in front of the wall mirror. You visualize so that you will also add emotion to your speech. Okay. Thank you so much for having me. And unfortunate that rain has stopped us meeting in person. But thank you so much for having me to your club. I think I added some value to your preparation. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Karthik, for such a insightful educational session. Next, we'll go for the most interesting session of our Toastmaster meeting. Let's consider this. Suppose you are dating a girl and she's been founded by her father, and the girl's father is calling you to his home for just a meet. And you have exactly 10 minutes to impress him at the first go. Remember this, you should be like a prepared, it should not be like a prepared speech. It should be like whatever he says, you have to agree with him, and you should develop a conversation over that, the topic which he says. That's how you will win his heart. And my friends, that's exactly is this session all about. We'll give you impromptu speeches, topics, and you have to make the conversation bigger and bigger to win all our hearts. And for this session, I would like to call Toastmaster Nandagopal. When I texted him to give a brief intro, this is what he texted me back. He's a multitasking maestro, juggling roles as a technical architect by day and a diaper changing expert by night. Proudly serving as a son, brother, husband, and the chief playtime officer to his energetic 1-year-old daughter. He juggled between squashing bugs in code and mastering the art of diaper changing wizardry. I welcome Nandagopal to conduct the table topic session of this meet. Over to you, Nandagopal.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to Table Topics. Table topic is one of the best way to practice thinking and speaking on our feet, or in our other words, impromptu speaking. We never know when we may be asked a tough question either by a supervisor, news crave, or a job interview. It is to our benefit to practice impromptu speaking and to be in control of the situation. Even if we don't know the exact answer, the more we practice this, the better we will get. A table topic speech should be between 1 to 2 minutes. When you are called upon, please do your best to speak for at least 1 minute. And also use the word of the day also. Yeah. First, I would like to call table topic session Toastmaster Priyank.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Priyank, share a childhood memory with your father that still brings a smile to your face. I'll repeat. Share a childhood memory with your father that still brings a smile to your face.
Thank you for the wonderful topic, Table Topics Master. I share a special bond with my father, as all of the daughters share special bond with their fathers. A couple of most important stories that I am able to connect is he's a great protector. So when I was a kid, I used to be scared of Diwali and doing the flower pots. That was a scary thing for me as a child. So he used to accompany me to do the flower pots. And that was a unlucky day. We were both doing the flower pots, and the flower pots bursted, and my hands was inside his hands. So there was no hurt for me, but he was fully hurt. His hands were fully hurt. And after that, we stopped celebrating Diwali with crackers. That is one moment where my father was very protective of me. Until today, he is very protective father. And whenever I used to have during my 10th and 12th standard time management, today I am a little better in time management, but at that time getting ready on time was very difficult for me. I will always be late to the 8 a.m. class that happens for all the 10th standard and 12th standard students. And my dad, he will ride very fast. He will ride the bike very fast, go and leave me so that I don't get punishment. The one quote he will tell at that time is, "When I am here, why do you fear?" Until today, whenever I left home to college for job and abroad alone, and whenever I'm stuck somewhere without anybody around, whenever I'm here, why do you fear? Those are the words I repeat inside my heart, and I'll get all the power that I need to face this situation. So that is a beautiful couple of anecdotes that I have. Maybe I will take this topic as a prepared speech and deliver a bigger speech, maybe for the ISC. Thank you, and back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Priyank. Next, I would call upon DTM Ashok Kumar sir.
Yes, topic minister.
Sir, if you and your spouse had a theme song for your relationship, what would be and why? I'll repeat. If you and your spouse had a theme song for your relationship, what would it be and why?
I and my spouse.
Yes, yes.
Can you repeat the topic? I didn't get it.
If you and your spouse had a theme song for your relationship, what would it be and why?
Okay, the theme song for me and my spouse would vary based on the number of years we were married. In the beginning of our marriage, it would be more like the Roja movie songs, Pudu Vellai Malai, kind of romantic songs. But we used to have some friction. Then it would be more of songs like Ennada Pollada Varka, like hero singing very pathetically about the strained relationship and the like. Of course, once we became parents, it was all like with the kids, it was fun. As I have one son and one daughter, we used to have a lot of fun moments throughout our life, and certain things like we enjoyed traveling. I and my wife recently went to the US to spend time with our kids. During that time, since they were not able to take leave from office, we went to some places alone. Then it was more like Pudiya Vaanam, Pudiya Bhoomi, things like that. Like we were enjoying the holiday trips. We went to many places like New York, Niagara Falls, all that. It was a lot of fun every time. So the theme song will keep changing through the year. In fact, sometimes through the weeks, through the days, through the months. Thank you for the nice topic.
Thank you, DJ Masuk, sir. So next, I would like to call Toastmaster Ashet. Hello. Toastmaster Ashet. I'm audible.
You're audible. You're audible.
Yeah, you are
Okay.
audible. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. Okay. Next, I would like to call Harjinder. I think Toastmaster Harjinder.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes.
Actually, I'm driving right now, but then I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay. So
I won't. It won't be possible for me to put on my video, but I'm ready. If you can share the topic.
okay, sure. Share a childhood story that perfectly capture your relationship with your siblings. I'll repeat. Share a childhood story that perfectly captures your relationship with your siblings.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster. Sibling rivalry is always very, very common, and especially so with an elder brother of mine. And most of the time, I used to feel that my mom, she always takes the side of my brother. So we used to have a little, we used to fight, and sometimes we used to fight physically also. And once it so happened, though, my brother I used to take a lot of help in mathematics from my brother. We used to enjoy together studying. But then once it so happened that he got so annoyed with me once I was sleeping. And in the morning when I got up, I saw that my nails, which I used to grow, and I used to feel proud of my nails, grown nails, they were made into forks. And I was wondering, what is this? Who's done it? And then later I found out that my brother, being annoyed with me, he actually converted my nails into fork. He took a nail cutter, and this is what he did. And I wept and wept and wept. And I just can't forget this incident. And now when we are grown up, when we meet, both of us, when we meet, we just simply laugh out loud, because this is something which at that time we were we had such a huge, kind of friction between the two of us. We didn't speak with each other for so many days. And mom tried to console us, but then now we laugh out loud at it. So this is what I can recall, which is one of my, yes, please, yes. Which is one of my memories, which will always stay with me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Archana.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Siran.
Yeah, sure. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Sure. in time time, if you could go back in time and meet your dad when he was your age, what activity or advice would you share with him? I'll repeat. If you could go back in time and meet your dad when he was your age, what activity or advice would you share with him?
Okay, it's a very deep topic, but still, this conversation we used to have with my dad, because my dad is recently retired. So he retired last year. So we used to have this conversation, like what he wants, like what he misses that he would have done better before his retirement or at his start of career. He used to always say me one thing, Siren, see, one thing that I did not get is get opportunity to learn, because he did not have the opportunity to learn because he was under severe financial constraints, wherein he, being an elder son, he has to start working at very younger age. So one thing, not an advice, maybe if he gets a chance, maybe he could go and pursue his ambitions, like learn something, pursue a graduate degree on and work in his area of interest, because he was always there for the family, like starting from his parents, then for his wife, like my mom, then for us. He always lived his life. And now he got retired entirely for us. Maybe just one thing that I would suggest, if I get a chance, is like maybe just pursue your ambition apart. So sometimes maybe that would yeah, because I got the opportunity because of him. Maybe he did not. If he would have also done that, that is one thing that he even regrets now, and he asks us to concentrate on studies or career, which is more important in your life. So yeah, over to you, Mr.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Next, I would like to call guest Priya Vijayan. Yes, Priya Vijayan. Are you on mute?
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. So, what's one hobby or skill you have always wanted to pick up but have not hit? I'll repeat. What's one hobby or skill you have always wanted to pick up but have not hit?
Okay, thank you for that lovely question, because this question is really very close to my heart, because this is something which I always ask myself as to when I'm going to pursue my hobby, which I always wanted to. During my childhood years, I mean, right from my childhood years, I do have a flair for singing. And of course, what my parents did was, that time I used to have this tonsillitis issue when I was a child. So my parents thought probably singing may not help me much, and they put me into a violin class. And I did go to the violin class with enthusiasm just for probably 2 years, 3 years. And then after that, when I was seeing all my other friends pursue singing, my interest in violin slowly started fading. So I did had a fight with my mom then, that all my friends are going for singing classes, so I want to go for singing classes only. I don't want to go for violin class. And then I remember I rebelled that to my mother, that either you send me for both vocal and violin, or I will not go for violin too. And then I stopped taking violin classes. And till now, I'm only a bathroom singer, and I have never, of course, I've sung in a lot of light music bands, but I'm yet to pursue it. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Priya. Next, I would like to call Karthik Mohandas. DTM Karthik Mohandas.
You should give opportunity to your club members. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. If you had to describe your spouse as a famous movie character, who would it be and why? I will repeat. If you had to describe your spouse as a famous movie character, who would be and why?
Okay. How many of you saw the movie called Samsara Madhaminsar? Okay, fabulous. I would quote her as Lakshmi's character. If you remember that lady, Raghuvaran's wife, and I always relate to that character to my wife. Okay, and also there are a lot of times men, right? We grow seeing your mom always in the kitchen or doing household chores, and even you have not seen your wife. Maybe if you're not married, seen your wife doing that, and she comes to your home and she started taking care of home and taking care of everything. And once I realized when I was in Coimbatore to see my sister, and she is a princess in my house. Okay, and she used to be the decision maker, all that she does. And when I went to Coimbatore, and my brother-in-law is a doctor, and he was there, and we went to see her for 2 days. I did not had 30 minutes of time to discuss with her. She was so busy taking care of in-laws, kids, and how she was in my home till 23 years, and how she was in Coimbatore. Completely transformation. When I was in the second AC, I was in second AC. I'm unable to sleep till I reach Chennai. I never seen my mom like that, and I never seen my wife like that. I've taken everything for granted. And when I came back home, I just gave hug to both of them, and I felt so connected to them. I've never seen you like my sister, and I've always seen you so busy taking care of home. And from that point, my thought process has changed towards looking at both of them. And maybe if you ask me, the reason I would quote is I always relate to Lakshmi's character like that. And if you ask me who will quote, that is Samsara Madhaminsaram's character. So touching, right? Gyan marriage. Okay, thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Karthik. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Arun Muli. Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Nanda.
What is the most unique or surprising thing you have learned about your spouse? Repeat. What is the most unique or surprising thing you have learned about your spouse?
There is a lot that goes in a relationship, especially when you lived with the same person for many years. So there is not just one thing that I could quote, but being the person he is and being the person I am, what I have is a lot of fun moments which are not planned. As how Karthik related his spouse to Samsara Madhaminsaram Lakshmi, in the same movie, there is another character, that Visu character. My husband is very much like that. We have unexplained, unexpected episodes of fun, laughter, gyan, and suddenly there will be so much of international news that he pours into my mind. Suddenly about cricket, suddenly about television, suddenly about movie stars, and suddenly on the lighter side about how things go with us. So I personally relate to him as a man who has the capability to address a lot of things in one dimension. So that's what Visu actually does in the movie. Though he'll play a slightly antagonist role, there will be a lot of good characters in the movie, and the gelling of the characters will be done very beautifully. I think my husband does that. With the kids, he's different. With me, he's different. With his parents, he's different. But yes, we've had our ups and downs, and we've had our share of fights, fun, and laughter. But at the end of the day, my husband has always given me enough gyan, enough fun, enough entertainment. And today's table topic, he's been the hero of today's table topic as well. So that keeps me motivated and going with him. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the wonderful speech, ma'am. I have one more topic. I would like to call Toastmaster Anjana.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, Nanda.
And in technology aspect related, reflect on how technology has changed since your childhood. What's one gadget or piece of technology you miss from the first? I will repeat once again. Reflect on how technology has changed since your childhood. What one gadget or piece of technology you miss from the first?
Thank you. Thank you, Nanda. So basically, I'm an 80s kid, to be honest. When we say that Gen Z, Gen Y, well, truly, I miss when during those days, we used to get only this Olium on Fridays, we get to see, or Doordarshan. And sometimes we get time to see Cartoon Network, right? And certain times during holidays, we used to have this cassette, if many could remember that, it's called as a tape recorder where you can just put your headphones. So those things, now I actually miss them because everything comes in a mobile phone. I don't see cassettes anywhere. All it's been converted into, in one single device, right? So that truly I definitely miss. And another thing which I truly miss is video games. Now it's being completely upgraded to PS2, PS3, whatever numbers we give them. Now, during those days, we used to have just a joystick and we play Mario, Pac-Man, those kind of very simple video games those days. So, and as I wonder this past 20 years, how exactly it has given a phenomenal improvements in these gadgets, where I still miss that childhood cassettes, which I'm not able to listen nowadays. Rather, just nowadays we have this iPod and mobile phones. It's kind of a bit weird. So those are the gadgets I truly miss in my past.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjana. Yeah. Now I will conclude this table topic session. Back to Toastmaster of the day, Sanjay.
Thank you, Nanda, for that entertaining session of yours. I guess everyone will be qualified to face your date's father, or I guess Siran is overqualified, and most of the married people, you all can imagine like as if you're contemplating, like you're interacting with your father-in-law or somewhere. You guys are like giving me sometimes when I hear your stories, like today's topic is all about the married guys, and sometimes when I hear your stories, you sometimes give me butterflies and sometimes you give me mosquitoes and flies, hearing all the stories. And I think I should be the one who to judge that. And speaking of judging, there's one quote said by Albert Einstein: if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it would believe that it's a fool in his whole life. And that's what actually judging is all about. And the next session is all about judging too. The next session is evaluation. And the speakers who spoke previously will be evaluated by our evaluators. And I would like to call the first evaluator of the speaker one, Shruti. Shruti is a second-gen entrepreneur, and she's a past president of her club. And as far I know, Shruti is the one who is opposite of me. She likes to cut her hair, and I like to grow my hair, and that's what we are. And Shruti is one excellent speaker and excellent evaluator. I would like to call Shruti to evaluate the speech of Prisha. Over to you, Shruti.
Sanjay, sorry to interrupt.
Thank
You
you,
can hand
Sanjay.
over control
Yes.
to general evaluator to conduct the evaluation session.
Okay. Sorry for I would like to call the general evaluator, Jabba. Jabba, over to you, Jabba, to do the evaluation session.
Okay. Thank you once again. Okay. We are coming under the evaluation session. So the purpose of the evaluation is to give both positive and suggestion for improvement. So hopefully the speakers will feel encouraged for the aspects of his speech. So first, I would like to call upon the evaluator to evaluate the speakers. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Shruti. He evaluates Toastmaster Prisha's speech. So Toastmaster Shruti is from Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club. Let's put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Shruti.
Sanjay's mom says no to long hair. My mom says no to short hair. But nevertheless, today, after Prisha's speech, I'm sure that I need to plan whichever hairstyle that I want to get and have. With that clear message being said by the first speaker, let me start with what were the great things about your speech, Toastmaster Prisha. The kind of gestures that you used were perfectly apt. I could not just listen to your story, but I can see your story. So the kind of banging that you got in your head, I travel back to my times when I had a great struggle in memorizing all the Sayul. That was the power to how you delivered great gesture. The second best thing about your speech was having relatable topics with relatable incidents, where you compared Attakati Dinesh's hairstyle and how you also said during your childhood you had the coconut tree kind of ponytail. So I had that too. So it was immediately something that I could relate to without much thinking or complexity. So that simpleness in your story and your gestures were something great about your speech. Coming to the third thing, how you started your speech with a story followed by a second story and you had a conclusion. So that simple structure was also good and easy for us to follow with. Now, if I may suggest, I have two very important recommendations for you. One, coming to the objective of the speech, which is working on your sense of humor. Your story had humor throughout, sprinkled in a evenly manner. However, I feel the impact of bringing out the humor during your speech would be better if you try to have indirect humor style or exaggerate on some expressions. For example, instead of having the towel where you got the prop to cover your hair and show the length of long hair, you could not just do it in front of us. Having this as an online screen, maybe you do it at the side and then appear all of a sudden with that towel. That would have been more funny. I'm sure I would have burst out in laughter. So don't directly present humor. Try to move it away and create some suspense and then come up with that humor. So that would be a wonderful style to start with in the prospect of increasing your humor sense. Second, you could also work on your conclusion. Connecting with the audience of just try to put out a thought there. So these are the times when I have failed to plan and things have happened. How about for you too? What about the mishaps that happen in your office just because you didn't plan well? What about that party that you're trying to host but went bad because you didn't plan well? So something like that, you could put out a thought so that it keeps on ringing in our mind to plan better. So these are two things that you might want to work on to have a better speech. To summarize, amazing gestures, a good structure, and you've really got a good relatable incidents going on. To work on, you would want to focus more on bringing in indirect humor with exaggeration and also a bit towards conclusion. If you could improve, your good speech is going to turn out to be a better speech. All the best to you and over to the general evaluator.
Kudos to you, Toastmaster Shruti, for your wonderful evaluation and suggestion. Next evaluator is Toastmaster Tejasvi to evaluate Toastmaster Yakub Raj speech. Toastmaster Tejasvi is a law student, sociology graduate, and chess player for past 15 years. Likes to read books and catch up with friends. I've been in Toastmaster for the past 3 years. Put your hands together with welcome our evaluator, Toastmaster Tejasvi.
Thank you, General Evaluator. What a wonderful speech by our by my target speaker, Toastmaster Yakub Raj. He really connected with me, and I would also say that he connected with the audience based on the reactions which I got on your faces today. I have 3 commendations and 2 recommendations for you. First commendation I have for you is your stories. I was wondering, you were talking about your office and I am just a college student. How am I going to connect with you on this topic? Each and every story which you gave me had something in it which I could relate with. having just one bathroom in your office. I too have just one bathroom in my college. These things made me really connect with your stories. The second commendation I have for you is your humor. Throughout all your stories, I felt had that little bit tinge of humor, which we could all really connect with. How many times have we told a person to do a certain work and they get back to us even after we have given them clear instructions? They still ask us what we wanted them to do. I feel I wouldn't have done this, but my mom faces this because I do a lot of this with my mom. The third commendation I have for you is the closing of the loop. I felt you started with the traffic signal and how you were you took only little time when all the signals were green, but you had to wait a long time when all the signals were red, and you brought the traffic signal back towards the end of the speech as well. And I felt I really liked bringing of the traffic signal in your entire speech structure. To move on with the recommendations, I have two recommendations for you. The first recommendation I have for you is I felt even though you closed the loop, I felt you could have elaborated a bit more on what your realization was towards the end of the speech. Like you said that when you were waiting in the traffic signal, you had two questions in your mind. Why am I here and what am I going to do? I felt you just briefly mentioned them and moved on to your next line. I felt that was the core of your speech and you could have elaborated a bit more on that so that the entire speech could have, we would have known the power of the entire speech more. And the second recommendation I have for you is I felt throughout the speech there were a little bit of unnatural pauses here and there, which I felt reduced the impact of certain sentences. And I felt you can work on your pauses and make sure each and every sentence lands clearly to the audience. So to summarize with, I felt your stories were amazing. You connected well with your humor, and I loved the closing of the loop with the traffic signal. And if you're just working on your recommendations, which is elaborating on your conclusion and your realization a bit more, and on your unnatural pauses, I'm sure this speech will go to the next level. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Wow, wonderful performance, Toastmaster Tejasvi. Kudos to you. Next of all, now I would like to call my tag team for submit their report. First of all, I would like to call our timer, Toastmaster Richard.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jabba, for that. So now I would like to submit the timer report. Hope I'm audible. So prepared speeches. TM Prisha took 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Toastmaster Yakub Raj took 7 minutes and 26 seconds. Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Shruti, took 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Tejasvi, took 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Now I would like to come to the table topics. Table topics 1, TM Priyang took 2 minutes and 3 seconds. DTM Ashok Kumar took 1 minute 58 seconds. Toastmaster Harjinder took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Siran took 1 minute 37 seconds. Guest Priya Vijayan took 1 minute and 39 seconds. DTM Karthik Mohandas took 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Toastmaster Arun Moli took 1 minute 48 seconds. Toastmaster Anjana Mahesh took 1 minute 28 seconds. So I would like to conclude by saying that all the table topic speakers have been qualified. And back to you, Toastmaster Deva, for that. Thank you.
Toastmaster Richard, evaluation report. Evaluators timing, please inform.
Yes, Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Shruti, took 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Tejasvi, took 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Richard,
Yes.
for your wonderful finding. Next, I would like to call to Accounter in this meeting, Toastmaster Elil, to give his Accounter report.
Yes, thank you, Jabba. Regarding the Accounter script and log, TM Prisha used one time TM Sanjay Teja used a 5 times. TM Yakub used a 1 time, but 1 time used but 1 time. TM Karthik Mogandas used a 9 time. 9 times. TM Arjinder used a 1 time. TM Siren used a 8 times. And he used well 1 time. TM Priya used a 1 time, and that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alien, for your wonderful findings. Next of all, I would like to call our grammarian, Toastmaster Anand. Give his a grammarian report. Let me call.
Oh, thank you, Toastmaster Java, for calling me back again. Absolutely wonderful session with some impeccable English, wonderful phrases and quotes. I will rush through this. Since the timer has already given his report, I should be okay. The Toastmaster of the day, he had quite a few beautiful quotes. And then some wonderful usages are, innocence is lost, butterflies and mosquitoes and flies. Toastmaster Jeba, I really like the words mug up, to memorize, as well as mock, to criticize or make fun of somebody. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Prisha, loved some beautiful phrases and words she used. Ponytail, and then she used the word motivator. Just the fact that she uttered that word itself is so motivating to all of us. Evaluator Shruti, who was the evaluator for Toastmaster Prisha, relatable incidents and stories, mishap because you didn't plan. Wonderful usages there. And then Toastmaster Jakob Raj, the second speaker, Tata to my mom, coffee, question mark. That's so beautiful. Putting the papers, meaning submitting somebody's resignation. And then he said, becomes Tony Robbins. So it's wonderful usages. Toastmaster Tejasvi, a tinge of humor, unnatural pauses, and closing the loop. Fantastic. And then Table Topics Master Nandagopal, he used the word theme song. Table Topic Speaker Priyan used bond, protector, plow pot, Deepavali. Whenever I am here, why do you fear? Uttered by a father. Fantastic. DTM Ashok sir. Lots of Tamil phrases, but I have to mention them because they are so beautiful. Pudu Vellai Malai, Ennada Pollada Varkai, Pudiya Vanam, Pudiya Bhumi. All these date back to 60s and 70s, and some of them to 90s, and I can completely relate to them. Table Topics, Toastmaster Hajinder, proud of my nails, and I'm so flattered, and such a beautiful phrase. I really loved it. Laugh out loud, LOL, which we have been seeing all over the social media these days. Toastmaster Siren, deep topic, and then pursue a graduate degree. It's a fantastic usage. And let me also tell you one more thing. You can even say, I would like to prosecute my higher studies. It's a very, very rare usage, but I've seen some people use it. Pursue your higher studies is fantastic. Prosecute my higher studies is also a wonderful usage. Guest Priya Vijayan, flair for singing. And then DTM Karthik Mohandas, household chores. Once again, samsaram or minsaram. To roughly translate, it's electricity or power. Wife is electricity or power or electric. Toastmaster Arunmuri, lots and lots of wonderful usages. Fun moment, antagonist, ups and downs, gyan, meaning knowledge or wisdom, advice, and then hero of table topics, referring to a husband. Table topic speaker Anjana, Oliyum, Oliyum. See, the beauty is only in Tamil. In English, you would only write it the same way. One is Oli, the other one is Oli. Oli is light and Oli is audio, Oli is video. Audio and video coming together. It's Oli and Oli. And then there are a couple of usages that we could make better. Couldn't able to see is wrong. We could say, I could not see or I am not able to see. And then head skull. We can just say skull. It refers to the part in the head. And then aforementioned, referring to some of the points that we said earlier. It's usually wonderful to use in a written text. But when we are speaking, we could probably say the ones that I said earlier or, the ones that I mentioned earlier. And damn, I saw somebody use damn. Damn is not a bad word. In fact, I've used it referring to statistics, saying there are lies, damn lies, and then statistics. But if there is a way we could avoid it, we could avoid it and look for another word. Thug. Once again, it's not a bad word, but a more appropriate word would be don, meaning a gang leader. It's originally an Italian word, but then it's an approved English word. Anybody could use it, referring to, a mafia head or a gangster head. 10th wonder of the day. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it, but we could probably say, 8th wonder of the day. Works of 4 days. Works has a completely different meaning from work. So we should say work of 4 days. Between 1 to 2 minutes, whenever you use the word between, you should say and. You should say between 1 and 2 minutes. Or you should say from 1 to 2 minutes. And then my wife and myself went alone. Usually when alone, we say alone, the better way to say would be by ourselves. Alone refers to kind of lonely. So the better way would be my wife and myself and my children, we went by ourselves to Queensland. Have been qualified. So instead we could say is qualified. And I would not be doing justice to the grammarian role if I don't utter the beautiful Tirukkural in the proper form at least once. It's karka kasadara karpavai katrapin nirka adarku taga. What it means is learn what has to be learned in the right manner and live by what you have learned. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ananda Kumar, for your wonderful report. Next of all, I am going to give the general evaluator report. First of all, I would like to kudos to all the role players because all are done very well in this meeting. Next of all, the meeting started on the correct time, 4 p.m. Then the SAA described the ground rules properly, done that time. Then the Toastmaster of the day explained the theme, the meeting theme. He explained very well. And first of all, the tag role players all explained their roles and responsibilities. Then the prepared speech, both prepared speeches are very well. Toastmaster Prisha and Toastmaster Jacob Raj, well done to done their speech. Then the next table topic session, before that education session, Toastmaster Karthik Mohandas, He given lot of motivated some interested in the ISC related all kind of information, really too good. Then during that table topic session, Toastmaster Nanda Gopal, most of all the topics are too interesting, and he asked each and every topics are the speakers are done very well, and they remains or remember their childhood days all include. Next of all, the evaluation session, both the evaluators are share lot of interesting thing, and they evaluate their findings are very accurate and excellent way of evaluation. Highly that evaluations are highly experienced life. They summarized and giving suggestion and giving proper valuable recommendations. So I next of all, I thank my tag team once again, because they are done very well. Timer, all-counter role, grammarian, all are done their work very well. Then overall, this meeting is too good and highly remarkable meeting, because two clubs are joined together. It's amazing. We are hearing lot of new thoughts and new valuable information we heard. Then all are got valuable information. I feel I expected everyone or you think about it's a useful meeting. Overall, this is a wonderful meeting. I once again thank everyone, and kudos to all of you. Thank you so much. Back to Toastmaster of today.
Thank you, TM Jiva, for your useful and detailed evaluation of this whole meeting. And though this is a joint meeting of two clubs, I didn't feel in a single point that I didn't feel that it's you guys are having a disparity towards me. And I feel it's more like my home club too. And I thank you for everyone for patiently listening to my speech and my way of conducting this meeting. And to end this meet, before ending this meet, I would like to say one thing. If you had ever seen the Breaking Bad series, the famous series, there's one guy called Walter White. He would have said that a man has to provide his family even when he is not appreciated or even when he is not loved, because he's just a man, because he has to provide his family. And that's what I think is all about being a man. Is in the world full of alpha males, sigma males, beta males, I just want everyone to be just a good man, to to respect others and to be respected. And he has to respect not only the women too, he has to respect even the fellow man he works along with, because man to man is more like even if it's not his brother or colleague or a stranger man to man is very rare to be respected or helpful, though we help other women in comparatively. So that's what all I want to do. And this is such an amazing meeting. And thank you for one and all who gave me this opportunity to conduct this meeting. I wish you all enjoyed this meeting throughout the session. And I would like to hand over this meeting to my home club president, TM Shweta. Shweta, are you there?
Tejasvi will be the closing president.
Okay, Shweta, sorry for this.
Thank you.
Tejasvi, I'd like to hand over to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I think, as he rightly said, we never for a moment felt like two different clubs were coming together. I felt very comfortable today. And this meeting has been in the cards for almost 1 month. And I was really looking forward to this particular day. But as due to many unforeseen circumstances, we had to conduct it completely online. I'm sure we'll plan for a completely in-person meeting next term as well. Now, moving on, I'd like to first of all recognize the presence of our division director, Toastmaster Arun Kumar. I'd like you to share a few words about whatever of your choice, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So if it was an in-person, I would have definitely come and joined from the beginning. I mean, I was hoping to come in person, but unfortunately, because of the rain, we had to cancel the in-person meeting. So, I mean, both the clubs have been doing fantastically well. Both the clubs always gets into president distinguished. So I don't have much to say, but just say keep doing the good work, and good to see two great clubs of division be coming together and have a joint meeting. All the very best. And there are so many leaders coming out of both emerging leaders as well as Chennai Wordsmiths. So keep aspiring big, and we will have bigger, better, and bolder divisions soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Arun sir. I would like to take the feedback from some of our guests for today. First, I'd like guest Durga Devi to introduce herself as well as tell us how she liked today's meeting. Guest Durga Devi, are you there? Okay, let us move on. We'll see if she can unmute later. Next, I'd like to call guest Priya Vijayan to tell us how she liked today's meeting.
Okay, thank you, Tejaswi. First of all, I'm very happy to be a part of this connection. And since this is my first meeting, I was really hoping to meet each and every one of you in person. But yes, of course, the weather did not permit for that. And I'm really looking forward to, catch up with you, all of you on a one-to-one, because I see there's a lot of learning, that is happening behind the scenes. And from each one of us, we are not only just sharing, we are learning a lot of quality things is what I feel. And definitely this would be a great platform for me to learn from all of you as well, and looking forward to many more such productive meetings. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Priya. You can visit us we'll be having hybrid meetings, or Wordsmiths will be having in-person meetings, completely in-person meetings from next week. You can visit us anytime you feel free to. Next, I'd like to call guest Naresh. I think Naresh is a guest, right? I'd like to take the feedback from guest Naresh as to how he liked today's meeting.
Sorry, can I just have just one word?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry to take your time. Two things that I really wanted to comment. I mean, I really wanted to appreciate, and which I actually learned. I would say that one was from Shruti, the evaluator, and the other one was from Sir Anand Kumar. Two things that I learned was, one is it is not easy to evaluate, especially giving a lot of positive feedback is quite easy than to critique somebody's work, and so that way I think the way Shruti had put her feedback was something which is truly remarkable, because she did ensure that both the pros and cons were put up in a very diplomatic way, without even causing a bit of embarrassment or whatever for the audience and for the speakers as well. So that is something which is very good. And Mr. Sir Anand Kumar, I mean, he really had to pay attention for the whole 2 hours of the session, where he has to be at most focused. That is also truly impossible for me because he was like picking on everybody's grammatical consensus, and also he was looking at the positive phrases as well, and he did give us some good feedback of what are the alternative phrases or words which we can use. So that is the great insight that which I think is really needed. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Priya. As you said, I think both of them did a wonderful job today. I would now like to move on to the rewards and recognitions for the day. I request Anjana to display the certificates as I call the names. First, the best TT speaker for the day goes to Distinguished Toastmaster Ashok Kumar.
Sorry, 1 second, Teja. I need access to share the screen. Zoom Master, can you just give me the access?
Yeah,
please?
I am given access.
Okay, let's, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Right. Give me a second. Yep. Congratulations.
Yeah. The best tag role player for the day goes to a detailed report given by a Toastmaster Anand Kumar. The best evaluator for the day goes to Toastmaster Shruti.
Thank you.
Best role player for the day goes to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sanjay.
Thank you. Can you all please unmute and clap? I need the kicks from your claps.
Thank you and claps.
And on
Thank you.
one more follow-on session we want.
Sure.
The best speaker for the day goes to Toastmaster Prisha.
Thank you.
With that, we come to the end of another wonderful meeting. I really enjoyed today's joint meeting between Chennai Wordsmiths and Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club. Though it couldn't happen in person, I really enjoyed the online session as well. With this, I'd like to adjourn meeting number 240 of Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club and meeting number 758 of Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club to the next week. I'm sure the respective ExComs will intimate you about the date and time of the meeting. We are open for networking.